Hello everybody, my name is Nathan Blake and welcome to ScubaBear. Because if there's anything that I know that I need in my life, it is bears in scuba gear. This was made for the Ludum Dare 29, if I remember correctly. And, oh gosh, it's pretty delightful. I actually just started playing it in my free time a little while ago and got, a little ways in and just decided it had to be on the channel. So that's what we're doing today is ScubaBear. So it has a lot of references to a lot of other games. The equipment that I find, first of all, references other games, but even just this idea of collecting these treasures like this really makes me think of the Great Cave Offensive in Kirby on the SNES. So definitely pay attention to some of these references. Some of them are going to be really overt and you're going to catch them right off. Others will be a little hard to find. So I only played for a little while when I played earlier. So I don't really know what happens. I do know that some things around here just aren't, like, I can't do anything with them yet, so no reason to even worry about them. But let's see, what is that one? A Pokeball. Like I said, some of them are pretty overt, but I don't know what all of them do, and some of them might just be treasure. They might just be things that don't actually help me or affect me in any way. But as I'm sure you noticed, I got scuba gear, and I really should have shown you, but before I got scuba gear, I could only hover on the top of the water. He wouldn't go down underwater. So obviously there's... Oh, okay, and now I've got the scuba tank, which I forgot about that. The scuba tank makes it where I can be underwater for longer. So that's obviously super helpful. So it's just a fun, cute little game, and there's a lot of exploration and jamming music. Listen to this. Oh, I cannot come down here. I wonder why that's different. I bet you I'll find something later that can break down the yellow stuff. Okay. So we're going to adventure to the right now, because I can go deeper, and if I remember correctly, to the right there is... It's got kind of this back and forth sort of thing, where you kind of have to keep moving from the left side of the map to the right side of the map as you go along to progress. So it wasn't this one, it was the next one. So you're just constantly running back and forth, but it stays fresh because the areas you're going to, you always find a new area when you come back, basically, as soon as you get the equipment you need to go to a new area. So, yeah, this is where I was thinking of. Yeah. Luckily, ScubaBear heals pretty quickly, so if you have some trouble getting hing through a situation without getting hurt, which I do about 80% of the time, then you don't really have to worry about it. You're not going to lose the game from being hit too many times. So he has auto regen on his health. So, which a lot of people give regen a bad rap. I think that one gave me, yep. All right, I got Banjo-Kazooie style jumping now. It's great. A lot of people give auto-regenerating health a pretty bad rap, but what it does, in case you don't know, one of the main reasons why they switched to it is that the makers of video games... Man, I had trouble getting through there. The makers of video games, whenever they create an encounter for you to fight in, they have to make an assumption about how much health you're going to have at that point, and that assumption is what decides how dangerous they are going to make the situation. And so sometimes they'll assume that they have made it not as dangerous because they assume you're going to have full health, or you're going to at least have some health when you get to a point, but you made a mistake along the way and you have less health than expected. Well, what the auto-regen health allows for is a situation where they can make combat as hard as they want to, as long as it fits into the confines of the regular skill level of the game. And they don't ever have to worry about you not having enough health to handle the situation, so that you never get into a situation in-game that's actually impossible. So even though it's, you know, seems less challenging to have regenerating health, I can't do anything over here. It's just a time sink. Even though it seems less fun and less difficult if you can heal at any time and gain back to full health, what it actually allows the game developers to do is create more challenging scenarios that you feel better about completing later down the road, because they aren't afraid of you getting into a literally impossible situation. So anyway, that's my 15-minute ramble on game design and why auto-regenerating health is a good thing, even though it doesn't always seem like it. Yes! ScubaBear has Trident! Now I can kill a lot of bad guys in one hit, but still not these sea urchins for some reason. I should have enough time to come down here. Oh, but I don't have anything that makes it where I can swim through that, so we'll keep on going. I'm not sure if I'm going to do a full playthrough of this or what, but it's so delightful. Look at the colors and the music. And I love bears. Anyone who knows me personally knows that I love bears so much. They're my favorite animal in general, which for a long time it was a toss-up between a few different animals, and then I really thought about how cool bears are, and then there was no contest, because I mean, bears are awesome. They're big, they're powerful, they can be really adorable and cute, they can be really sweet, you know, and they're kind of, ooh, a Moogle. That's from Final Fantasy, if you haven't been involved in the Final Fantasy series enough to know that, which odds are you've been involved with the Final Fantasy series more than I have, because I'm not a fan of the Final Fantasy series, but I've just never really had the wherewithal to just like really sit down and do a full playthrough of any Final Fantasy games. I've made major dents in 7 and 9 and a little bit into 8 and Final Fantasy Tactics I played a ton of, and I actually have what bits I didn't play, my best friend actually I played with him. So yeah, so I got super rambly about Final Fantasy all of a sudden. Sorry about that. I'm very rambly right now. I didn't get enough sleep last night because I had a video not upload or not export properly, and I actually lost the files. And so I stayed up late re-recording the video, and had just set in to re-edit the video when I found a backup file that I didn't realize I had of my original recording. So then all my new recording was for naught, but I would prefer to have the real original file anyway, so I was able to re-upload it through the night. I managed to edit it again, and then let's see what this is. A coin? I don't know. Oh, the bomb. By the way, the bomb there in the bottom left corner, that gave me the ability to break those stony cubes. These ones here. So I wasn't able to break those before, and by getting that, I gained that ability. So yeah, that was the Fran. Wow, it's dark down here. That was the Frambo video, the episode 1 of Frambo. A Yoshi egg. So I did. I think that was over this way. So I did manage to recover that footage re-edit that. So I'm not gonna go down there. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna have gained some new ability to see in the dark or something. So I was able to recover that footage and re-export it. I had a power outage while exporting, and it corrupted all the files, which was really, really disappointing. Because I had done hours upon hours of work on that. I don't know what that one does. We've come into territory of ScubaBear that I don't know anything about, and this branching paths are getting really, really in depth. So you'll have to excuse me if I accidentally retread some of the same ground more than once. Okay, a Koopa shell. So that's just me rambling for 15 minutes just to say that the video that I intended to put up last night, I put up last night. So I was really happy though that I was able to recover the original, because I was re-recording it and it wasn't as good, and I felt bad because, you know, I didn't want I didn't want it to be crappy. I like to be proud of what I upload. I've actually recorded a couple of videos already, even in the short time that I've been here on YouTube, that I wasn't able to say I was proud of, and so I did not post them yet. And I might change my mind on that, and I might decide later on that they were okay, but most likely I'm gonna just include them in highlight reels. So keep an eye out for that. If you see something in a highlight reel that didn't seem to exist before, then you'll know why now. Maybe I can swim into... No. Okay. Had to make sure that I hadn't gained an ability that I didn't know about, because that is the one thing. ScubaBear is delightful. I love this game so far, but it does seem to not tell you what the heck you're able to do at one given point. You know, you've got 3 buttons, and then our arrow keys. And I like the simplicity, but the fact that I never know what I'm actually capable of doing with my new objects is kind of interesting. I guess it's a puzzle aspect though, so that's cool. Okay, we'll head back down here. There's a lot of branching paths down here. I know I branched off at some points and skated by some stuff that I probably shouldn't have. And I got that orb thing. That orb thing might give me light in the darkness now. Although I'm not sure. Here we go. Boom! Light bulb! I'm turning into the character from Despicable Me. Light bulb! Alright. Oh, that's new. Back off, crab face! Okay, we got a heart container. That would be real humorous if that actually did just give me more HP or something. Can I still not? Yeah, I still can't touch them. I'm constantly on the lookout for if I can hurt them, because I keep gaining new abilities, but none of them are the ability to kill those guys, and I really want to do that, so I still can't do anything to the yellow blobs. Have I come this way? I have. Dang. This place has grown so much bigger that I'm really having trouble keeping track of it in my brain, which directions I've gone and stuff, so you'll have to excuse me if I go the same way a couple times and realize too late that I have. Okay, yeah, this is the area I was hoping for. We've found the dark area. A chalice? I don't know what that is. I assume it's from something. That whole bottom row especially seems to be mostly just game references, so... Okay, so I'm wondering if this is like a new section down here entirely. I like how the music gets kind of tepid down here. Oh, good air. If any of y'all have ever played Banjo-Kazooie before, this game really reminds me of it. And I'm not talking about nuts and bolts or any of that stuff. Classic OG Banjo-Kazooie on the 64. That's where it was at, you know. I didn't ever get to play any of the future iterations, but I heard mostly bad things, so... Although I did hear a couple of people who really like nuts and bolts, which I found humorous, because I heard only bad things for the longest time, and then some actual, like, gaming media guys I heard talking about it, and they loved it. And I was like, aren't critics usually, like, much harder on games than just regular fans? That's pretty funny. I have a beard! I am Santa Bear! Okay, I can die happy now, knowing that I have gained pretty much every good item in this game that I can think of that could exist. Okay. Dang it! This game doesn't support short hop, so there's either single jump, double jump. There's no like little half jump or anything in case. The music in this game is great for a Dragon Ball. For a game that was made just for a browser, and I'll put a link in the description of where you can actually find this game, because it just plays right out of the browser. For a game with such a simple concept and everything, it's really cool. Like, very, very enjoyable. Okay, I've been that way. I'm pretty sure I've been all the way this way and seen everything there is over here, yeah. I told you, I apologize if I go the same way twice. I feel like I've explored most of that Underdark area, and I could be totally wrong. But, I don't know, I'm running out of, you know, I've only got 3 items left, so that means I've probably searched most of the game at this point, but... there's a couple areas I still haven't been able to get to that are higher up, and I feel like I should get some sort of double jump or something beyond the one I already have that'll help me with that. Okay. Let's grab some more air while we're over here. That's all there is. Poop bears. Excuse me. Had an itch. Okay. Well, I guess at this point I'm gonna go ahead and just I'll keep searching, and I'll bring you back in whenever I think we're close to something, because you know, game's only got so much charm to go around, and if I waste it all wandering around looking for stuff, then that would be a bummer. So, see you in just a second. What ability did I gain that allowed me to... Nothing here makes sense for that. Oh well, it's whatever. Might have been the water orb looking thing. I don't know. Anyway, now we can finally keep going. And I'm hoping there's something like a shovel or... Oh, there's the ocarina. That's cool. something like a shovel or something, because I'm pretty sure that there might be areas that I can't reach because there's sand in the way. That's what that yellow stuff is, I discovered. But the 2 remaining things could be back here, and I could be full of a lot of hot air. Making a lot of assumptions for no real reason, so. BAM! Can't believe I'm playing a Metroidvania game right now about a bear with a trident. It's delightful. Oh, we got a bear crown. Ah, I can barely bear it. I can hardly bear it. I'm sorry. Please don't unsubscribe. Okay, what do we got going on now? I'm king of the bears! Oh my gosh, it's the last item. And so he became king of the sea! But what was the last item? I missed what the last item was. That's super sad. I'll find an image of it online and I'll put it up right over here. You should be able to see it now. So anyway, that was ScubaBear, and I thought it was pretty great, and I really liked it. Man, I'm tired. Anyway, it's really, really delightful. Like I said, I'll put a link in the description below so that you can play it for yourself if you want to. I mean, obviously, if you watched me play all of it, then you've seen all that's there. But the music's delightful, and the fighting is kind of, the fighting's not the greatest fighting of all time, but it's enjoyable, and the controls are pretty tight, especially for playing on a keyboard. I think they have controller support. But anyway, thank you very, very much for going on this adventure with me, and this is Nathan Blake signing off. So join us next time right here on Nathan Blake Games. Sayonara! Great Barrier Reef!